Hi guys, BurningRed here from nAvTV. Right, so today we're going to be doing the unboxing and review video of the Aorus X7 Notebook. First off, it's going to be the unboxing video, and then we're going to be testing out this notebook with the game, Battlefield 4. So give us a few seconds to set up and we will be with you soon. Right, before I start the unboxing of this notebook, the Aorus X7, I quickly want to go through the specifications of this notebook to give you a bit of an understanding on the beast that's inside this box. So first off, looking at the RAM, it's got 16 gigs of DDR1866 low voltage memory. It's upgradable to 32 gigs. And well, as it is, it's pretty much well, it's indicating already to a whole bunch of us that it's got quite a bit of how do I say, power with regards to the RAM side of things. Processor wise, it's the i7 4860 2.4 possibly to 3.6 gigahertz processor. Being that it is the i7 4860, it's a really top end processor as well. Going down where the more important aspect of this notebook comes out is that it's got 2 times 86M GTX 86M graphics cards. Now that's 2 of them in this particular notebook, and these are the 8 gig variant memory, graphics cards. And well, I think that's pretty much maybe not a first, but I do believe it's definitely pretty much the how do I say, the flagship notebook for gaming at the moment. Then talking about the hard drives, it's got 3 times 128 gigs mSATA SSDs in RAID 0. So when we're looking at a read and write speed, the write speed is about 800 plus minus, and the read speed is about 1500 megabits per second, which is really impressive. On the sideline, it's also got a 1 terabyte 2.5 hard drive for storage. So if you want to, kind of add your games, etc., or add on a lot of games, or have a big kind of capacity amount of games, or even movies, etc., this machine can take it. Then onto the screen, amazing stuff. It's a 17.3 inch full HD display and can run the 4K resolution if you're using the mini display port. And then also on the screen, it's got a 72% color gamut, which is really great, because looking at it now, you get your average notebooks that have about 50% color gamut, so you don't get the true display from it. Where your really high-end notebooks, like your certain manufacturers, etc., like your Macs and so forth, they all have that really high-end color gamut, and now this notebook comes with it as well. The display is at 60 hertz, which is your standard display hertz ratio, which is really great. And then looking at it now, let's talk about the peripherals that is on the actual notebook as well. It's got a macro-enabled keyboard, which is great, which is actually quite fantastic, for the gamers, because you would like to have a keyboard on the notebook that you can kind of set macros on it. Then quickly looking at the actual size of the notebook, it is only 22.9 millimeters thick, which is really crazy for all that you're stacking in here. It's only 2.9 kilograms in total, including the battery, so that's also very light in my opinion, for a very high-spec gaming notebook. And then also the LAN architecture in the notebook is also really something that is kind of new, kind of revolutionary. It really helps with regards to playing games, etc., using low latency applications, all sorts. So now that I've gone through the specifications with you, I want to unbox this beast and see what actually is inside this Aorus X7 box. So I'm going to quickly just get rid of the plastic over here. As you can see, so although the box does seem quite heavy with regards to the 2.9 kilogram notebook that's inside, I do believe there's actually quite a lot of things. Well, there's possibly quite a lot of things in here, which it is the first time I will be unboxing this beast, the Aorus X7. just trying to get it all kind of neatly sorted out there so that there's no issues. Right. So the box goes flat on the table, as you can see. Let's see what we've got here. Oh wow, it's a box within a box. Now one of the boxes is so big. This is quite something. So I'm just going to take the exterior box and just put it to the side. And now we're going to have a look on what's inside this box. Of course it is the notebook. Let's just see. So very nice, kind of sleek look. It doesn't fold itself into a nice kind of how do I say, protected box here. And this is the notebook itself. Which we'll open up shortly. Just gonna pop all of this just on the side here so that we have our featured products in front of us. So let's have a look here. Quite a nice little spaced out box. Generally, you know, the compartments there quite nicely packed together with regards to what's all inside. A nice little driver disc here for all your drivers, including power DVD 10, and then you've got your warranty as well. So I'm just going to be putting this to the side, and then in the other compartment it is the standard power brick. So you can see that they do ship you with a proper South African cable, and I do believe that they would ship you with the relevant cable to your country as well. Now, having a look at the power brick, not so big that I kind of anticipated. It's actually pretty small. It's not too heavy. It's got a little bit of weight to it, but at least it can sit stably, well, stable on the floor, and it is got nice little feet that are slide free. So now that is pretty much all the contents in the box. The box is actually very nice. It's a very nice design to open up. I'm just going to be putting that to the side, and as you can see, you've got your power brick there, the cable provided, and then the beast within, the Aorus X7. Now this thing is very sexy in my opinion. Look at that. I mean, it looks almost a little bit like a racing car. It's got a very sleek look, not very heavy for a 17-inch at all, and it opens up quite nicely as well. So just having a quick look here, coming around, I'm just going to be taking it off. Oh wow, fantastic. So this is what I do like about the Aorus X7. Straight off, as soon as I take it away, is the fact that you've got a keypad on the right hand side. So looking at this notebook, it's got the look and feel of a gamer's notebook, as you can see. However, it's also got the look and feel that you can use in the commercial or the corporate environment. It doesn't look too fancy or too over the top, and right as I opened it up, as I've indicated, the keypad on the right hand side allows you to do other related work, not just gaming. So looking at the notebook here itself, you can see that it's a very good layout, very simplistic layout, and the screen as well really much suits the notebook as well. It doesn't look too much over the top, and for what's inside here, the specifications that I have given you guys, it's really amazing. So once again, closing of the notebook's fine. Looking at the bottom here, there's enough air vents, as you can see, for breathing, and it has got slightly elevated feet as well, allowing air to come through into the bottom side area and suck up into the notebook, so you don't have cooling issues like some of your gaming notebooks. So having a look on the side here, we do see that nice big vents, your LAN ports, and then the standard VGA port, one USB port, and then sound. Moving it over to the other side, it gives you two USB ports here, a slot for your SD cards and your media cards. It's got a very small mini display port and HDMI. And then, which is a really cool feature, is you've got even more USB ports on the back. So that's 5 USB ports in total for a gaming notebook, and then the power plug. But what I do really enjoy about the design of this notebook is the fact that you've got the air vents in the back as well. So overall, this notebook looks like it cools itself, or can be cooled, without having to use an additional stand on the bottom side. The flow of air that will come in from the bottom out to the top seems to be pretty much all in order. Now, quickly having a look at anything else, there's a nice little note that the Aorus crew leaves you once you've opened up your notebook. Right, so that is the unboxing of the notebook. We're going to be going forward now to testing it out with Battlefield 4. Right, so what we're going to be doing right now is we're pretty much live here with the in-game review of the Aorus X7. At this moment we've set, well, the game of choice here is Battlefield 4. We've set the graphics on Ultra 1080p, and as you can see, it's running on the 17.3-inch LCD. So I'm going to be playing just a little bit here, just to give you guys a bit of a perception on how this notebook actually operates. So far, I'm not seeing any frame loss here on Battlefield 4. Now, Battlefield 4, for most of you gamers, or at least casual gamers as well, you guys do, or you are aware specifically that this game is hugely resource intensive. So now looking at it right now, I'm not picking up any sort of frame loss here whatsoever playing with the Aorus X7. This thing is a beast on its own, really. I mean, it's kind of putting my desktop to shame, and I'm a real big fan of desktop computers. And just looking at it right now, I mean, this thing is definitely value for money. What you get, definitely. It's got two M860 GTX cards in it, and looking at just the overview here and how the game is actually operating, you can see that those two cards are working. So again, just having a look at the noise level here, it's not so bad. There's a little bit of noise coming in from the notebook, from the fan side of view, but from a cooling perspective, there's not really much. It's not hot, and it's running the game at ultra graphics here, so that means that the cooling in this notebook is also pretty much top class. I'm just going to play 1 or 2 rounds here to try and kill a couple of guys, but just getting taken out all over the place. I am actually playing online right now. It is a one of the kind of casual servers with 64 players on, and that requires additional resources to an extent as well. But just looking at its operating at the moment, it is really just holding in there. Ooh, I'm just taking flak from all sides. Oh my word, just getting killed. But overall, I can actually play this game ultra graphics and not have to worry about it whatsoever, which is quite interesting because most PCs can't actually handle this game in ultra graphics. You kind of have to set it down because there is a bit of a stutter in FPS. But looking at it right now, I'm not really picking up anything whatsoever, which is actually very impressive for this notebook. So, just trying to get a couple of more kills here, trying to go in without dying too quick. Oh, getting taken out again. So obviously I'm sucking very bad trying to review this notebook, but otherwise, just generally looking at the book itself, I think it's definitely a good buy.